Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 34 of Europa Universalis IV. We're not currently in a war at the moment, we're just trying to rebuild our troops. I've also just noticed after recording the last video that we've actually gone up to first place in the scores now, which is quite nice. We shouldn't be having any revolt risks over here anymore, simply because we have now called these provinces, so things shouldn't be too bad with them. I don't want to recruit stuff, I want to have a look at the unrest. The unrest's in negative, so we can probably safely move these troops out of here now. I will keep some of them around on the Austrian border. It seems like the sensible thing to do. Now, we are recruiting some troops over here because our plan is, at some point at least, is we might as well go ahead and get you docked. There's no reason why not. Our plan at some point at least is to go to war with some of these Native American tribes. So we could actually have a look at them and see, well, let's say we went to war against this guy over here. He would bring in Huron as an ally. Don't know where they are at the moment, or probably we do. And it would be a show superiority thing. Now bear in mind that we are Western, and these guys are not. The tech group of these guys is going to be... where are we? Diplomacy. Their tech group is tribal, North American. So they're not going to be nearly as strong. So they only have this one ally. We've not discovered Huron yet. They're probably over here. I would like to make sure that I've got a few troops that could deal with these guys potentially. You are the wrong type of religion, but we'll see what we can do. We'll go ahead and try and take these guys out if we can. I don't really want to risk these colonies though, that's the problem. I prefer these colonies to actually become self-sustaining cities before I march over there and start a war that could bring in a rather large portion of the natives, because I don't know what they have over there at the moment. But one of these colonies, Quinnipiac actually, is almost done. It's at 986, and scaling 65 settlers a year, so, and just as I say, it actually pops, so that now becomes a fully fledged city, so we can move you into this stack. What we can also do here is we can take our leader who's currently over on the mainland, and he can be useful over here, and that might actually help us there. Now if we were to move over here, we'd probably get a river crossing. Where does it tell us where a river crosses? A river flows between here and Makikan. But if we went over to here, I'm not sure these provinces directly connect up, so we'd probably get a river crossing whichever way we chose to go. Let's go ahead and just grab a couple more infantry on these two provinces here, and then we will consider marching in there and going to war. Now, of course, at the same time, we are still trying to recover our manpower. So we do have to be a little careful. Let's go ahead and grab some more training fields. Actually, see this... where are we? Gain 5 army tradition. Brilliant. We'll have another mission. Let's just check first, because sometimes you get missions to increase your forces. Turn Connecticut into a city. Subjugate the Duchy of Lorraine. What are our relations with Lorraine? Is that one Lorraine? That's Liege. Which one's Lorraine? It's this one. You're quite happy with us. You would accept vassalization. It's literally just a problem of the whole friendship thing. Although, the only real negative that they have that won't go away is border friction and neighbouring heretic religion. So I think we could probably take that one and be fine. So remember, vassalizing them does count as subjugation, but let's go in and we don't really have a spare diplomat, but I'm not really ready yet to go and fight the Native Americans, so let's start doing that until one of our vassals has been annexed, and then let's go in and build some more training fields. So anywhere where we can get 32 additional men, we'll concentrate on those ones first. There's another. Now, we've run out of money. I can't build another one, but I'm just checking all of the remaining provinces because I think we're pretty much at the max. So some of these places are going to have quite high autonomy if we get rid of that. Some of these places will have a higher autonomy, which means we're not getting the full amount of manpower from them. So what I will probably do then is start using my money to build the next tier of buildings, which is the barracks, which will give us a plus 25 manpower increase, the same as the barracks. The army, the armory, the training fields, the barracks, they all give you a 25 manpower increase, so we'll just stack them up where we can. Local manpower modifier plus 10% as well, which is really nice. Morale of armies plus 15%, very nice. We've got a new cardinal, which is also fantastic. So we're not doing too bad on the integration. I'm hoping they both end up being roughly at the same time. Now, what I should remember is I can actually have another colony, and I probably should think about doing that as soon as possible, really. You have 3. You have a tax base of 4. So you are going to be the one that we do. So let's go over there. We'll also send our colonist. So I do have to be careful because I don't want to end up getting taken out by the natives and losing all of my colonies. That could actually be quite bad. But I think we will be okay. And I think we can reinforce quite quickly. Now, we shouldn't be able to, and I'm just going to double check, but we shouldn't be able to buy mercenaries over here, no. Because it's an overseas province. You can't hire mercenaries in overseas provinces. So, what have we got here then? We've got a pop-up event about a cardinal living close to heretics in the nation rather than condemning them. We can lose 82 ducats and we have a 40% chance of the Pope discovering our actions, or we can just remove him as a cardinal. Let's just take that 40% chance and see if the odds are going to be in our favour. We'll unpause, and this is probably where it all goes wrong. No, not too bad. So, is it time to go to war yet? We're very, very close to completing these annexations. I might as well let them complete because, of course, we will need a free diplomat to actually declare the war in the first place. And at some point, we're going to have to get some heavy ships and probably not some transports. I don't think we're going to be doing much fighting over here. The good thing is most of our colonial nations will be able to take care of themselves, but we certainly will need some transports and some heavies so that we can go ahead and mess with England at some point. We're getting quite a lot of discoveries spread around the coast of South America. As you can see, most of this looks like it belongs to Portugal. Indeed, it does. Like I said, Portugal and Castile generally like to colonize South America. And France, Great Britain, the Netherlands like to sort of colonize North America. So we now gain annexed subjects. We've actually managed to colonize, to integrate both of our vassals at the same time, which is really, really nice. Gives us some extra prestige. There is a high percentage here of a rebel uprising in Brittany. 9.6 years, that's not terrible. It may go away over time. We could potentially boost stability, although we are behind the times on administrative tech. So do I really want to do that, or do I want to just put some troops in those provinces and hope that they leave me alone? Yeah, you've got some guys in there, which is why you're not having too much of a problem. Let's go and put you in there as well. We will have to keep our eye on that. What does that put us? We're still actually below our force limit at the moment, but we'll let that carry on for a while. It is probably now time to try and go ahead and start this war over here. See how easy it's going to be. Now, remember, this is a show superiority war. I'm just going to be extra paranoid and recruit an infantry and a cavalry and get them over here. We could ship them back to the mainland if we need to. Another event. We can either get... France gets a 5% national tax modifier until 1565, so 5 years of slightly more tax, or 5 years of better settler increase. Let's go for the settlers because we are trying to colonize as quickly as possible. So we'll wait for those 2 new troops to build up. And we might ship them back to the mainland when we've finished that little war over there. Although we probably will have quite a few wars with natives, so it won't be a bad idea having some troops over there. I don't think anyone's going to attack us just yet. We have got a decent amount of manpower. Let us consider getting rid of some of these mercenaries. And in fact, when I say let us consider getting rid of some of these mercenaries, this entire army is a mercenary army. And if we have a look what we're paying on mercenaries at the moment, army maintenance, we are paying 21 ducats a month on our mercenaries at the moment. We are currently making 9.5. If we go ahead and disband these mercenaries, And then we'll see what we're making. 23.33, so that's a massive difference. We can convert provinces to our religion. In fact, there's not many that we can, but we will try. We can invest in a new idea, so we have enough administrative points to get minus 10% recruitment time. But like I said, we are behind time on our administrative tech, so we're going to go for that. How is this rebel uprising looking? 6.9 years. Finisterre being the biggest problem. That's because I am currently trying to convert their religion. We could potentially solve it by boosting stability. It wouldn't be a terrible idea. And we have had a call to arms. Well, this is going to be very interesting, isn't it? So the Commonwealth has requested we come to their aid against the Crimea and the Ottomans. I'm going to accept, because obviously I don't want to fall out with the... I don't want to fall out with the Commonwealth. At the same time, I don't think they're going to pose too much of a problem to me, because they should theoretically be too far away. I will keep my eye on them just for their ships, of course. I don't want them taking out my fleets if we can help it, though most of my fleets should be far enough away. These guys are all protecting trade in the Lubeck trade node. I'm going to tell them not to go home at war. Of course, we have some additional ships now, and this is mainly because we have Brittany's fleet. Let's bring these guys over to Normandy. These are all ships that belong to Brittany. Let's get you all over to Normandy so we can see what we're doing with you. We shouldn't be anywhere near our naval force limit, and indeed we are not. We're not near our military force limit either. We will have to build some more troops, which we will do shortly. Now, we've also got another colony that was self-sustaining there as well. What are all these armies over here? You're there on your own. You've been working on that colony. That's fine. So there's a fair bit of micromanagement to do here. Let's go ahead and take you. And we are going to bring you down here and pick this guy up, I suppose. So go down there and dock. Now, do we want to start two wars at the same time? Okay, so we'll start another colony over here. Yeah, we'll do that one next. Connecticut, I think, has become... No, Connecticut's still working. Manhattan. Right, you guys can all group together. Looks like these guys are actually having a few rebel problems. Let's go ahead and group you guys together. I think we can actually go to war with these guys now. It should be fine, although the big problem at the moment is their own peasants. What's their leader there? Actually got a 2-1 leader. That's not good, but it's not terrible either. Do I just go in and try and roll over them and grab that province? Might not be a bad idea if I can do it. Let us give it a try. We are going to go and we are going to declare war. Now, they might call in their ally. In fact, they probably will, but we should be fine. We're going to march you in here and try and wipe them out as quickly as possible. And that shouldn't be difficult. That's their army practically gone. So if we just go over here, hopefully we can take out these rebels. Yeah, the great thing is having these different tech groups just makes you insanely strong against the natives. That's fine. Let me just keep my eye on this ship, because it has landed where it is supposed to be. You are going to get on the boat, and the boat is going to take you up here. And we're going to go and grab another colony. Now, how are things going on down here? Just having a quick look just to make sure they're not sending ships around that can cause a problem or anything else. Doesn't look too bad. I honestly don't think that they're going to get as far as coming to attack me. The main reason that... Oh, we've got all these troops up here, of course, that belong to Flanders. Let's get them all grouped together. We might end up with some quite derpy army compositions that we need to sort out later on. In fact, all these guys up here are nearly all mercenaries. Let's remove those from the mix, because that's going to cost us a fortune as well. It's the mercenary band that I want. Let's go ahead and disband those guys, costing us a fortune. You guys can all move down into there. We'll probably need you. Right, group up. What have we got here? We have some lights, some heavies, and some transports. We are going to take the lights. You are going to protect trade in Lubeck. And the rest of them, for the time being, we will go ahead and mothball. because we don't need to use them just yet. That'll save us a little bit of money. Military access from Milan. Navy has arrived over here, which will be the guy that we're sending in. Again, you can see that these guys here, the Merrimack, the Cree, they weren't in Merrimack a minute ago. They are migrating around. So let us take this guy. Move you... Oh, that was the wrong button. It should have been right-click. Move you into here. And this is going to be another colony. So there is a nice thing with the colonial... the sort of colonial CBs, because it's very, very easy just to take these provinces out in a quick war instead of having to actually worry about colonising them up from scratch. We've still got this potential rebel uprising. It's 10 years away now. It's still mainly in Finisterre, but that's probably because of the religious conversion, so we should be fine. Portugal... Their ruler has died and our royal marriage has ended. Let's go ahead and fix that as quickly as possible. So we want a royal marriage, please and thank you. We are also going to improve relations because it is dropping a little bit and it would be nice to stay friendly with them. So we just need to wait until the 15th of June. They now have a royal marriage with Castile as well. That's that sorted. I think we're okay. A lot of Austrian troops moving through our territory. What are you up to, Austria? Why do you have units over there? That's very interesting. Austria. You are at war with Corsica. Okay, fair enough. Maybe those troops were already over in Castile and they were there from the previous war. I don't really know what was going on with that. But we've managed to siege this province out. We can't move into here because it's terra incognita, which makes it a little bit difficult in getting the superiority on this war. Now, you can actually move into terra incognita if you are moving into enemy territory, but as none of this is enemy territory, because it's terra incognita, we can't move into it, which is a little bit of a shame. Yeah, we'll just leave it and see if it goes away. How's this rebel uprising doing? Is it going anywhere? Still 10 years. We should be good. War exhaustion did get down to near 0 at one point. It has now increased significantly. That's fine. You guys want to offer us peace. I'm going to leave it for a little while because we are ticking up on some war score. Let's go ahead and build ourselves a new army. We'll sort the compositions out later on, but we'll go ahead and... build what I call the sort of standard 16 stack, because we can afford to do that now. Let's make sure we stay at least somewhere near our force limit. We still have a truce for a while with Austria. In fact, Austria is 1570, so we've still got another 9 years left on that truce. Brandenburg on the Commonwealth is shorter because it wasn't 100% war score, but the Commonwealth should be on our side. Brandenburg, I don't think, are going to be too much of a problem against us. We've recalled our diplomat from the Rhine. We can't suck up to them anymore. They're currently only at 170. We could go ahead and send them a gift. Economy actions. Send gift. What do we need to improve? Well, we'll send them 50. And that'll put them up to 195. And then they should accept the offer of vassalization as soon as we can send a diplomat there again. 16th of January. All my army just stacking up together. Come on, 14th, 15th, 16th. They have accepted vassalization, so we gained some prestige for that. Lost our CB against them. No trade power transfer, so that is fine. What is our new mission choice? Annex Lorraine, conquer Milan, or become the papal controller. Well, we can't annex Lorraine for a while because they need to be our vassal for 10 years. Conquer Milan, we probably could do, but I thought we had a truce with Milan. Naples, no, apparently we don't. Do we have a CB against... That is Milan, isn't it? Yep, that's Milan. Do we have a CB against them at the moment? Apparently we do. Apparently we have... oh, these are Switzerland's CBs. Well, that's interesting. Austria wouldn't join. They'll probably not accept. Naples would potentially come in. Like, it could potentially upset... it could potentially upset Switzerland if we went ahead and did this. What is our aggressive expansion looking like in the coalition map mode? Austria, not all that bothered. Milan don't really like as much anyway. It's risky because we would technically be giving ourselves a lot more aggressive expansion. We only need to take Lombardia. That's their capital, of course. Doesn't mean we can take that all in one go. Probably couldn't even vassalize them in one go. They're probably too big. What are our chances of becoming the papal controller at the moment? Actually, not all that bad. Let us see if we can get that one. We'll give it a go. We can always cancel the mission if it doesn't work. So we want to become papal controller. We've got loads of papal influence. We don't need a holy war or anything. We're just going to spend all of our papal influence to try and get as many cardinals and give us the biggest chance possible. We've got a 21.4% chance of becoming the next pope. So that is fine. We'll do what we can there. How is that rebellion going? 10.4 years. It looks like it's slowing down ever so slightly. How long is it going to take for that religious conversion, I guess is the question. Quite slow. You're getting there, but very, very slowly. A lot of Castilian troops around. Got another few ships here. What are you guys? You are the light ships. You're protecting trade in the English Channel. No, go to Lubeck. So lots of random fleets that are still around. Also a really small trade fleet over here. And you should also be protecting trade for now in Lubeck. Just send everybody to Lubeck so they're all out of the way. These guys still want to offer me peace. Let's see what we can get from them. They do have medium war exhaustion. Can we just full annex them? Would require 100% war score, which of course they're not going to accept. Yeah, we'll just wait until things got... There's Huron, actually. So can we just march across to Huron? Yeah, we can't actually get there because we'd have to go through Terra Incognita, which is a little bit of a shame. We'll hold on to this place for as long as we can. We're probably not going to be able to take it. Our general is dead, which is really annoying. But as our general is dead, let us go ahead and hire a conquistador. He's not bad, actually. Look at that. He's got 6 maneuver. Fantastic. Looking at that, I don't think, and I could be wrong here, but I don't think that the minus 20% pips that generals, that conquistadors and explorers suffer, I don't think that applies if you don't have the El Dorado expansion. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that. It's difficult to tell sometimes because when Paradox bring out these expansions, sometimes there are certain mechanics that only fire if you actually have that particular expansion, and there are certain changes that happen regardless. Peasant regiments rising up in Savoy. That is not good. We don't have any units down there either. Let's go ahead and take you guys, and we'll go and try and stomp them as soon as we can. You guys can all group up. Invest in a new technology. Yep, let's go ahead and get our admin tech. Let's also go ahead and look over here now, because what I might as well do, while I have this guy over here, is try and explore as much territory as possible. Just have a look around, see if these guys have got any more troops. Because they might have. None in this province. None in this province. So let's just go ahead and cap their capital if we can. Let's get rid of that. Armies arriving. Colony in Connecticut has become self-sustaining. We could get a new military idea at this point, which would be minus 25% land attrition, which is quite nice. We are a little bit behind time, though, on our military tech, and we could get ourselves a new type of artillery, so we're going to wait on that one. We are winning the other war, which we've taken no part in, which is always nice to see. You guys have arrived. Let's group you together. Now, you would, unfortunately, be attacking in the mountains, which isn't usually a great idea. In fact, it's never a great idea, ever at all. Don't do it. But I'm going to do it anyway, simply because we need to get rid of these peasants. We don't have a leader, which doesn't help. A couple of good rolls like that, and we'll be fine. We will take some losses, but we will wipe them out. There we go. Fantastic. That is sorted. I think that was just a random event. Provincial unrest, independence for Brittany. Is that literally all we're getting? It's just that one thing. You are 11.3 years. Yeah, I think that will go away once we've religiously converted them. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. It's just going to be a little bit time consuming. We can build provincial improvements. Do we need temples anywhere else? No. Do we need courthouses anywhere else? Yeah, quite a few places actually. But more importantly, can we increase our manpower significantly in any of these provinces? No. What about with barracks? We can get a lot of men with barracks. 74 in Ile-de-France. 68. 64. Another one was 68. Just having a look around for all the high numbers. 64. Oh, 72 there. But I'm out of money. So we'll wait on that. I know we have just spent some of our military power and we were waiting to get to the next tech, but the buildings don't cost all that much. It is only 10 military power per building. And let's go ahead and get that 72 down there. Will really help. Up to 127k max now with our manpower. What is our force limit? Still not quite there yet. Do we still have any mercenaries? Castile cancelled rights to military access. No mercenaries here because the button isn't lit. What about over here? No mercenaries here. In fact, the easiest way to check is just go and look at our economy and look at our army maintenance, and we have 0 on mercenaries. So we don't have any mercenaries at the moment. Unless you guys are willing to accept a peace deal for your province, which you are not, then I'm not interested. So we will wait for that. But we've gone well over the 20-minute mark. Actually, wasn't keeping my eye on the time there. So that is a very good place to stop. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Europa Universalis IV. And I'll see you on the next time. That's not right. I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye for now.